I'm your host, Parker, and I've got my co-host here,
Matthew.
and we like to talk about people and what they do outside of school. Our podcast's name is The Student Section. Pretty original, right? Yeah, we just like to talk about what people do outside of school in their free time, what they do like in school, how they're doing, just check up on them.
All that stuff.
All that stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you do out of school?
Out of school, I own a car dealership, and that's basically all I do for work. Every day, basically, just go there after school and do everything. I clean cars, fix them, sell them, go to auctions. I'm going to one today, actually, so I have to leave school early. And basically, I build them too. Like, if I want to build a cool car, I kind of just, that's also what I do a little bit, is just try to build like fast cars and race them.
Yep. So we heard that you played soccer.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I played last year and I played this year, but I got cut off the team like early, 2 games early because of my grades.
Really?
I gave up on school kind of, so I think me and soccer are just gonna be just a side hobby.
It's a recreational hobby.
Yeah, just whenever I get free time to play, I'll play. But other than that,
So you're not going to play on this team anymore?
no. I'm actually going online next year, so I probably won't even be here at all. So
Yeah.
I won't even have
I
a team
didn't
to
know
play
that.
for.
I didn't even know that was an option.
I'm gonna do like this schooling called Penn Foster.
Okay.
It's just like they gave you all the assignments every week, and I just get them done, and then next week is a new set of assignments and it's like a lot shorter, so I can graduate earlier.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot better.
Yeah.
Plus, I
Smart.
won't be here for 7 hours a day, kind of like in a way wasting my time, but at the same time, I mean,
You get social interaction.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun coming to school, just talking with people and doing whatnot. But I'd rather be out living my life and making money. So
Yeah. Any other sports you like playing?
basketball. So I was just playing when you pulled me out of class,
Yeah.
and I'm
Any good at that?
I'm not that bad. I don't play it a lot, just in school and
Against some
sometimes
friends?
outside. Yeah, just with friends usually. But other than that, I played in middle school, in elementary, but I never took it that serious. It was kind of just like,
It's like fun.
yeah, just for fun.
You can't really see it past that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
That's how I am with any sport, really. Just like, you can be good at it, but if you're good and you're not good enough to where you're gonna get like a scholarship and it's gonna take you somewhere, then
What's the point?
to me it's kind of just pointless.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just more fun and you enjoy it more when you just play it when you want, not when you're forced to, or your parents want you to play a sport because they played it, and just a lot better, honestly.
Didn't your brother play soccer?
Yeah, both of my brothers played soccer here
College?
at Ballard.
College level?
He went to college level for a little bit, and then he tore his ACL.
Ooh.
So that was basically it for him. After that, the surgery was a pain, and then just recovery took forever. And by the time he was recovered, he was kind of just like, yeah, I'm not gonna go back and play. I'll just play for fun. So
Yeah, I'm a soccer fan myself. I love
really?
soccer, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the whole World Cup. My parents and my brother.
I watched a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We
I
watched
did
it. We
too.
would kind of just go home after
We'd
school.
go home after school
and just
like,
watch it for like an hour
watch,
or two.
half sleep, half watch.
Yeah.
And I like bet on all the games and stuff all the time with my brother.
Yeah, I'd lose out on bets all the time.
I've hit pretty good on a couple of them. I don't do it as often as I did before, but I've made like $2,000 off of a $100 parlay.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's fun though, cause just like you just see all the games going in your favor, and the last one hits, and you just cash out.
See, what is it? The one that I bet on the most is horse racing.
Horse racing, yeah.
That's the quickest betting.
Yeah, I like horse racing, but I've never got like deep into it. I know like the basics of it, and one of my neighbors that used to live with, remember Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad was a horse racer.
Oh yeah.
He moved out to California like in 2017 or 16, and he was making like good money because back then, I mean, it was popular, but I feel like everything in the past 2 years kind of just got like even more popular, and everyone's talking about it and doing it.
Yeah.
So like anything in the past 2 years has like doubled with the amount of people that have been like looking into it or trying to start it.
Yeah.
And it just makes everything harder because there's more people to compete with. But
Competition.
It is what
It is what
it is.
it is.
Can't do nothing about it.
I mean, I would consider that better because
Yeah, it is better in a way.
It weeds out like the ones that aren't actually
Yeah.
gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, the competition also helps with payouts
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, more people and
More people putting
if you-
money into
Yeah,
it.
if you get in higher in the bracket, then you make more money. So
I mean, that's how it is.
yeah.
You do anything else outside of school? Like hobbies or
I
anything?
make YouTube videos, and
How's that going?
not bad. I kind of been slacking on it a lot recently. I was just in Florida for spring break, and I recorded a bunch down there, so I'm still in the process of editing the video. I've been trying to do it at school, but the service here is just terrible. So
Yeah.
it's like they put a block
It
on
is.
everything.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Wi-Fi is.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi, like even with my personal hotspot on my phone, it's still just completely shot. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Wi-Fi here is just.
Um,
terrible.
I ride dirt bikes and 4-wheelers too. I'm pretty big into that, but I never got into like racing or nothing like that. I just like riding them on trails and for fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like it's better in life if you just stick to one thing that makes you money and that you're happy with and like it's enjoyable.
You enjoy doing.
And then use that money to have fun with other things and buy other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna be working your whole life and it's not even like a good paying job and you're not happy, there's no point in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, what is it? I know some people who have like, low-paying jobs,
Yeah.
but they really enjoy them.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a lot of people out there that enjoy, the jobs they do, even if it's just like if it pays the bills for them and puts a roof over their head and they got food, their family's safe, and that's good enough for them. I mean, I don't blame people like that either.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want.
I mean, this is I say this that's like more of like a European concept.
Yeah.
Because Western, like over here,
Yeah.
everyone's like this. Like they wanna do other things other
Yeah.
than be with their family.
Yeah.
But like
I mean-
in Europe and like all throughout there, like everyone is okay with being with their family. Like everyone's okay with it.
Yeah.
And like I see that with your family
Yeah.
because like you're a first generation immigrant pretty much.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah, we came from Bosnia. And
you
like,
have those values still
Yeah.
basically instilled in you, and it's like looking at people who have adjusted to it and like adjusted to Western society. It's so funny because like everyone else is like trying to do shit.
Yeah.
You know my cousin Niza.
Yeah. I was with them in Florida.
She's the definition of what
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about. Like they're always trying to like they don't really care about family. Family is
Yeah.
like nice to have around, but like they'll do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
See, for me, family always comes first.
Of
Like,
course,
it's,
yeah,
it's
of course.
always.
That's how it
it's-
is with me
yeah.
too.
I'd say it's a very like Eastern like
Yeah.
belief.
Because like the thing is, my family we all like help each other out. My mom has her own restaurant. My mom and dad do that. Me and my brother run the dealership and the trucking company as well. So we kind of all like are in different areas at different times. But at the end of the day, it all comes together and it's just like it works out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people, they'll, go to school, graduate, do whatever, and they'll just kind of be on their own. And,
That's
their-
kind of
their
like
parents,
Ben.
their
Low-key.
parents will kind of just be doing whatever. And, I mean, I get that. Like, me personally, I want to get away from my parents for a little bit, too. Like, that week I was gone in Florida without
You
them,
enjoyed it.
greatest week ever. I don't have to worry about them, doing this and that. Yeah, he called me every day, basically, but sometimes I wouldn't answer just to, like, oh, I'll call you later. And then I kind of forget, but...
Yeah. That's how it is. Like if I'm out and I'm doing things,
Yeah.
it's so hard to answer your parents.
Especially when it's like everybody in your family calls you. Like nobody communicates, so it's like, oh, my mom's calling me, my brother's calling, my dad's calling me, and then like my grandma's calling me, and then I'm just like in the middle of something, and it's just so frustrating.
I don't know. It's easier if you have like a group chat.
Yeah.
Just kind of read it.
Yeah, we don't really have like a whole group chat. We kind of have group chats with like individuals. So, like me and my brothers have a group chat. Me, my dad,
Yeah,
and my
that's the
brother have
same
a
thing
group
with me.
chat. It's kind of just like weird.
It's all over the place.
And then my mom just like sends her random stuff all the time. So if she was in a group chat, it'd be annoying. She would just be sending me like Facebook posts, something happened here, something happened here. That's how she's really paranoid. Like, I mean, I don't blame her,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you kind of just gotta
Move on.
There's nothing you can do. Life happens, and that's that.
Yeah, I was kind of like my grandmother. If I had her phone number, she would send things constantly.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
like, was it a gun that was brought to Ballard?
Yeah.
She freaks out.
Yeah, I know. That's just kind of how. I mean, I don't blame them, but you kind of just. What I've realized in like the past year or two is life's gonna go on no matter what. So whatever happens, I mean, it kind of just happens.
You gotta roll with
some
the
things
punches.
you can't do anything about it, and that's just how it goes.
Just let it roll off your shoulder.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit.
I mean, there is a lot of stuff, that's crazy going on right now, which I could see why, parents are being like extra cautious and stuff, because where we live, it's just crazy right now.
Yeah.
And even in the whole U.S. and everywhere in the world right now, everything's just kind of crazy. Economy's crashing. People are just going wild on each other, and a lot of sad stuff happening. But that's the way life goes.
Yeah.
Just can't let it affect you.
So,
yeah.
all
You
right.
just got to keep rolling.
I'm gonna move on through this podcast just a little bit more. So, like, right about now, we kind of know what you do. We kind of know about like what you are doing like currently. What plans do you have in the future? Plans.
So in the future, next year I'm gonna be online. I'm just gonna be at my dealership basically every day, doing whatever needs to be done. Because right now school is kind of just the only thing that's holding me back. I'm coming here for 7 hours a day. First thing, I hate waking up early. Like, I can wake up at 9 o'clock and I'll be fine. But if I'm waking up at like 6 or 7 and my mom's yelling at me every day to wake up, that just gets annoying. So, I'll be on my own time and do whatever I want. But realistically, the plan is to start my own like real estate company in a way, but I'm not going to be selling people's houses for them. I'm just going to put every house that I buy to flip on there. And then I'm gonna also wholesale houses. So, if I find a house for say 120 grand, and after it's renovated, it's worth like 250, and someone would be willing to pay 140 for it. So I'm like, hey, I got this house 140. He's like, would you do the 130? And you take the deal, you make the 10K in between, and everybody wins. So.
I mean, the thing about that is, like, I've looked into that and all that. The thing about that is, like, it's a lot of searching.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I figure, like, you got, like, pretty substantial amount of money for your age, I'd say. So, like, say you paid, like, a few people, just go out and do that for you.
That's what I was
That would
planning to
save
do.
time, money, and you could do it on a retainer basis, like, every time they find someone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Well, what I'm gonna do is, it's called bird dogging. Basically, like, I'm just gonna find people. There's people that do it just like that's their whole income is they just bird dog. They'll go out and find a deal for somebody, and then if you close the deal, you send them 1,000 or 1,500, or if it's like a big deal, then even more. But I'd like to get like 5 people that want to do that, and just like have them just doing that the whole time, and I'll still pay them like even if they're not gonna find a house, if they're working for me specifically, like actual employees, I'll still pay them.
It's like a waiter with tips.
It's like a bonus. They're basically getting paid off commission, but they're not selling anything. They're just finding it and then making it happen and then giving it to me, and then I make the money and then pay them. So I also want to move forward with the dealership. Really, right now we just started small, like 60 cars on the lot. Just everything's under like 20K. But in like by 2025, I want to have like a nice dealership with like just sports cars, trucks, and like probably the most known in Louisville. So
you want to get to that point?
Yeah, but I don't want to be like so deep into it where I have to do everything. I want to basically just make it all
be able
where
to remove yourself.
Yeah, just kind of like I'll be there, but I'm one door away. Like there's a wall right in between it, so like I'm still there. I'm checking in every day, doing this and that, but I'm still focusing on other stuff.
Not being hold down.
Yeah, I'm just not having to be there all day and hey, if nobody knows how to do this, I got to do this. Like I want to, get my employees, take them through a full training procedure to like where they know how to do everything, get some good salespeople, good mechanics, good detailers, and just have somebody online advertising. Kind of just make it a full revolving circle where it just keeps going, it keeps going.
Yeah.
Until, you know, maybe one day I'll close it or just sell it to somebody, you know. Never know.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm always gonna be in a car. That's how I started the whole dealership. Like when I was, I don't know,
Yeah, when you were younger, you were always
12
Yeah.
or 13. I bought my first car for like $500 after flipping like computers and Xboxes.
Yeah, I kind of
And
did the
then-
same thing. I bought mine at
Yeah.
like 15 for like
And-
$250. That was
and
crazy.
That's kind of where it all started. Back then, the economy was a lot different too. Like the market for cars. Right now, cars are like really high, even at
Oh, yeah.
auctions.
Yeah,
people are paying more than on the
didn't know what
streets.
they were worth.
Yeah.
So they just sell it to you for nothing,
I mean,
and then you could
people,
sell it. Like,
people knew what they
online.
were worth, I would say, but right now, just like the way everything is, there was a shortage of chips, which there really shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
But there was a shortage at first, and then they kind of kept playing along with that, so they could just mark up every single brand new car that came out. So that's
Yeah.
just big companies being greedy. Like,
Yeah.
I think my dad paid almost $60,000 for his truck.
damn. Yeah, there's a lot of like all the trucks and new. If it's like a nice car that's like fast, or if it's like a lifted truck or anything off road or something like that, it's gonna get marked up without a doubt. Unless you find somebody who's like selling. Like when all the new Corvettes came out, everybody wanted one, and they were like 60 grand if you can order one.
Yeah.
And then if a dealer's ordering it and they're putting it on their inventory, it's 120 grand. They're just doubling the price.
Yeah,
Like,
that's exactly what they
but
were
you
doing.
you wait 2 years, by 2025 they'll be 50K. Like
Yep.
they're all 70, 80 right now, but give it a couple of years, everything,
50K, man.
yeah, everything's gonna drop.
Yeah. That's still a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean it is, but
It's not a lot of money for like
yeah,
the performance. you're
most of
getting.
the people that are buying Corvettes are like older dudes that are like in their 70s
and
or
they
in the
just
midlife
tired.
crisis.
They want something nice.
Yeah, they
but
just want
They
something-
don't have the money to do.
yeah,
like,
they don't
all out.
you know, I mean like every old guy almost loves Corvettes.
See, yeah.
They're all
They
like,
love
the big-
cars.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of-
that's the most.
That's what it was like
best,
back in the day,
like,
you know,
entry
just
car.
building your cars. But now everything's kind of different. Police is locked down on, you know, all the car meets we have and everything like that. So
Yeah, especially Louisville. Like,
Yeah, Louisville
we,
right now
we
is-
haven't been able to like do any of those anymore.
and
really.
what's really messed up is the chief of police. I mean, I don't blame him because I would do the exact same thing if I was chief of police. But people are getting busted, like drug busts in like expensive cars. Like there was a Jeep Trackhawk, which is like one of the fastest SUVs on the market. Somebody
Yeah.
got busted with like 20 pounds of weed in there.
Damn.
And the chief of police took it and turned it into a cop car. And usually they're supposed to auction them off. You know, we went to the auction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're supposed to auction them off.
Yeah, but he's taking like all the nice cars, like all the Mustangs and like Camaros and Chargers.
Is he
all
buying them or
no?
just taking
They're
them?
just taking them because technically
Because
after
they're
45
under his
days,
custody.
after
Yeah.
45 days, if you don't come and get it, they
It's-
own the car
yeah.
after they file for the title, and then you know, they've probably made over $1 million off just taking cars off the street.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, what is it? I know a friend of mine. His dad had was a Corvette. It ended up getting seized from him.
Yeah.
Because he did tax evasion, and
They sent it there.
And they sent it there, and then he could not get it back for the longest of time.
Yeah.
Because they took it and they tried using it as a cop car.
Yeah, that's how it is with the IRS and everything like that. Like if you get busted, like you know, doing some money laundering or tax evasion, you know, drugs or anything like that, they're gonna take your stuff, and most of the time you're not getting it back.
See, he barely got it back.
Yeah.
I think he paid was 90 grand for it.
It's really rare. I know this one guy I follow on Instagram. He was jailbreaking like little Amazon Fire Sticks, and he was selling them, and he made like millions off of it.
Really?
Back in like when they first came out.
Oh yeah.
And then
What did he like charge them a shipping fee and then he just do it?
yeah, and he would just basically just jailbreak them, and he was charging like $20 for all of them, so you could have every single movie for free. And you know, once he figured out how to do one, he could do 1 million of them.
Yeah.
So he was just doing that.
He was doing that
and
every
he was,
day.
It was just all going to his account. You know, like no business or nothing like that. And he ended up making like $4 or $5 million off of it. But
But he didn't pay
IRS got him.
taxes.
he got raided 2 years 2 years ago, and they came in. They took everything from the watch off his wrist to the TVs, every
Really?
single iPhone,
Damn.
all the cash, all of his shoes, his clothes, like all of his
Everything.
cars, everything was gone. Eventually, he got all that back because he won part of the case, but he was still on parole. And then, like a month ago, they booked him for like 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, no bond or nothing like that. So that's how it is. They're just gonna take
The
your
legal
stuff.
system is
But
it's really drawn out.
It's
It's slow, so like it takes a long time to get very little because
Yeah.
you can ask for like a new court date like every single time you go to court, and you can just prolong it like years. That's what good lawyers do. They prolong it like
until they figure out exactly how they're gonna beat the case.
exactly.
But
prolong it as long as you could.
Yeah, because like the whole government right now is just in a bad place. The government.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I could say this. It's completely just like it's meant to screw you over, basically.
I mean, yeah,
Most of the time.
Sometimes, but well, let's not get into politics.
Yeah.
politics is what he didn't want to talk.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's all right. So we kind of talked about what you want to do in the future.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably other things I'll end up wanting to do.
Yeah, but we don't have to get into all that.
Yeah, it just depends, you know. I mean, some things might not work out, and I just end up finding a new thing. It's just all with time. Time is the biggest factor in success, really.
Consistency,
and
time.
consistency, yeah. But if you're not patient and you're just trying to rush into everything, I promise you're just gonna keep failing, and you're gonna get frustrated, and you're not gonna. That's how one of my friends was. He was just trying to do everything too quick, and I was telling him like you have to just like chill out a little bit.
Yeah, he
And-
learned it though.
Yeah.
So
Would you
that's a
lose a
good
lot of
thing.
money from it?
I mean,
He lost
kind of,
money,
but he was
but-
also kind of just getting frustrated over like he just wanted everything
Small
to come so
things.
quick,
Yeah,
and
he
like
wanted it all quick.
small things would throw him off, and then he would mess up on that and mess up on this. So it's kind of just like sometimes you just gotta take a step back and evaluate what's going on in front of you, and then just attack one thing at a time. That's what I like to do. I rush into stuff, and then I'll take a step back. And I'm like, damn, I just messed up.
I didn't need to do
I'm
all that.
I'm
yeah.
in like a bad position right now. Let me fix this, and then figure out after
Reevaluate.
that. Yeah, reevaluate the situation. 100%.
All right.
All right. I think that's pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all. Right.
think that's
Thank you guys
good.
for watching.
All right.
Peace.